Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to carry on with our AFK Plankerton Endurance build series. Now today we are going to be carrying on with what is my amplifier A, and that is the amplifier which is directly to the east of your map here. Now, you may have a slightly different lettering to yours. It all depends on which ordering you have set your amplifiers. But we have already covered the spawn points from the north, and we've covered the spawn points from the east. So today we're going to be covering the spawn point from the south. Now, for this one, they are going to be spawning around this direction over here. Will be anywhere around in this section. Now, if for any reason you have actually placed this amplifier here, then some of these builds may not work for you. Unfortunately, I've never placed this amplifier, so I don't know where the spawn points will come from if you have placed it. So I can't unfortunately help you on those. But this is where they're going to spawn for our amplifier A. Over there. Now they do link in quite a bit with some of our other amplifier builds over there, so I'm gonna try and cover it in such a way that we're not going to overlap and get in the way of other builds. But this is essentially the builds that we have got set up. Now ignore these wooden pieces which I have placed in here. The only reason these two are in there, if you did miss my other video which I've already done covering the spawn point from the east, then I placed these in here just so that we wouldn't get in the way and get ourselves confused, because they do all link up with those builds. So these have all been covered already in the other video, so you can check that out in the playlist down below. But this is essentially our builds for the south. Now there's not very much of it, and to be honest, majority of it will get taken out by this big lobber shield which we have got set up here with all our ceiling drop traps on. And majority of the spawns, probably until your later waves in sort of 25 upwards, they won't even end up going into those tunnels at all until those waves. So most of it gets taken out by this lobber shield in the earlier waves. So that is pretty much our defenses. So we are going to come and start over at this point here, because this is where we finished off with yesterday's video, or with the last video. So if I just get this piece out. Now you can you will already have this structures here. They will already be in here already. So starting at this point and pointing towards the south, you are going to place a floor tile with a wooden floor spike on it. To the right of that will be a wall launcher, and if you then move to your left one square, you're going to have a tarpet on the floor. You will have a wall dart on the left hand side, and on the wall behind you, which will already be in place, you will have a broadside. And directly in front of you, you are going to have a edited wall which will look like this. So from this point, if you then move forward one square and you're going to place a tarpet on the floor, you'll have another wall dart on the left hand side, and you are going to have your edited wall like this directly in front. If you move to your right one tile, and you're going to place a wooden floor spikes on the floor and a wall launcher on the right hand side, and directly in front of you will be an edited wall like this. So if you move forward one square, this is all going to be identical. So you'll have another wooden floor spike on the floor, a wall launcher on the right hand side, and in front of you will be an edited wall like that on the right hand side. And then if you move to your left one square, you're going to have a tarpet on the floor, you will have a broadside in front of you, and you will have a wall darts then on the left hand side. From here, if you move forward one square, and you're going to place a wooden floor spikes on the floor, and you're going to have a wall darts on the left hand side. You're going to leave the right hand side open, which we will go through and we will cover this section in a moment. So from here, move forward 1 square again, and this time you're going to have a floor freeze trap on the floor. You're going to have a wall launcher on the left hand side and a wall darts directly in front of you. From this point, if you then move to your right 1 square, and you'll have a wooden floor spikes on the floor, you will have wall darts directly in front of you, and you will have wall darts behind you as well. From this point, if you move to your right 1 tile, and you're going to put a floor freeze trap on the floor, you're going to have a sound wall to your right and a wall launcher directly behind you. And from this point then, you will go forward 1 square, and you're going to have a wooden floor spikes on the floor and nothing else then on any of the other sides. From here, come over to your left 1 square, and you're going to have a wooden floor spike on the floor, a wall dart on the left hand side, and behind you will be a sound wall. So that will cover all of the traps up to this point. We're going to do the ceiling in a moment, and we'll do those bits in a moment as well. So if you now come back around to this point where we were here, and you are going to now turn towards the west. And from here, move forward 1 square, you're going to have a wooden floor spike on the floor. You will have a broadside on the left and a broadside directly in front of you. Now from here, you need to turn now and face towards the north, and you're going to have a edited wall on the right hand side of it, just in front of you here. So if you move forward 1 square, and you will have a wall, a wooden floor spike on the floor. You will have a wall launcher on your right hand side, and in front of you will be your edited wall on the right hand side like that. From this point, if you then move forward, move to your left 1 square, you're going to put a tarpet on the floor. You're going to have a wall darts on the left hand side, and behind you will be a broadside. And in front of you, you are going to have your edited wall like so. So from this point, move back over to your right square here, and you will move forward 1 square, and you're going to place a tarpet on the floor, a wall launcher on your right hand side, and you are going to have your edited wall in front of you, which will be on the right like this. Now this point, it does lead down into a natural ramp, so you're going to leave this side open just so any husks can come up here if they do take the long way round. From this point, move forward 1 more square, and you will have your wooden floor spikes on the floor and a wall launcher on the right hand side. Move to your left 1 square, and you are going to put a tarpet on the floor. You'll have a wall darts on the left and a broadside directly in front of you. And this point from here, take this out, will lead you back into the tunnels which you have already should have built from the other video from the east spawns. So that will link all of that up. Now what we're going to do now is we need to cover our lobber shield. Now we have 2 different bits of lobber shield here, which are mainly for waves 27 especially, where you will get the lobber waves, and there will be a lot of lobbers, so you will need to have a good bit of shield to take them out, and lots of anti-air traps to help to reduce the damage that they will cause. So from this point where you have got this open section here, and you've got your 2 walls on here, now you're going to need to place some sort of ceiling pieces. So if you come back into this last box, the final one we did here, and jump up onto the top, and you're going to place a floor tile with an anti-air trap on it. Now on your right hand side from here, you're going to move across here, you will place another floor with an anti-air trap, and the tile behind you here, you will place another anti-air trap as well. Now all of this lot here, these will already be in place. You don't need to worry about them, they will be there already. So from these two which we've placed already, you are then going to place another 3 floor tiles going forward towards the west, and you will have anti-air traps on all 3 of those tiles, and that will cover that section there. Now we've done this piece here already. So from here, if you turn now to your south, and you are going to place another 2 floor tiles here with another 2 anti-air traps on top of them, and you can place this tile in as well, just to make sure that it is all linked and connected up. Now because this is at the top of this ramp, and we've got a natural ramp there, on top of this wall you'll place another floor tile with an anti-air trap on top, but underneath that you are going to place a ceiling drop trap, and that will take care of that section. So that is all those bits done. So the only other bits that we've got left now is our main lobber shield, which we have got over here. So we're going to need to come over to this section here. Oh, now you don't have to place one on top of here, but I did place one on top of this empty box here as well, an anti-air trap as well, so you can place that one in if you like. We will leave all of these are all to do with the different spawn point for the amplifier over there. So we're going to come over to this section now. They can sometimes, especially the lobbers, they will try and come up this natural ramp to come over here in order to get an angle on the amplifier from over there. So we do need to get this section blocked off here. And if we come back down here, this is literally just a wall with a wall darts on it on the front. Then you have a floor piece on top of it with a cone on top of that, and then exactly the same, don't need to put the trap on this one now, just exactly the same for the next row up, a wall with a floor piece and then a cone on top of that. So that will block that off to make sure that no husks want to come up this long way to go round. So from here we now need to come all the way up to the top of this natural section here, and this is going to be what's sort of holding everything in. So we've got this natural bit of mountain here which will come along this edge, so we will place a floor tile on the end of this mountain piece. From here, facing the west hand side, you're going to go forward 1 square and place a floor, and then a second and a third and a fourth. So you will have 4 tiles going along here. So from this point, now you can miss out this square here. You don't need to place anything in that one. So if you come forward onto the 3rd square, and if you move to your left 1 square, you're going to place another floor tile down, and then you will place another 2. So you will have 3 in this row going towards the west. Move to your left 1 more tile, and you are going to place another 3 tiles forward from here as well. Now from this point you don't need anything along this row anymore, because we're not going to be getting any husks coming up here. So from here, move forward to this middle square, and you've already placed all these 3. So if you move to your left 1 square, and you are then going to place another 3 tiles going towards the west. From this, move to your left another square, and this time you are going to place 5 tiles. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now from this point again, move to your left again 1 square, and you're going to place another 5 tiles going forward on this one. Once you've done that, you'll come back to this point, move to your left 1 more square, and this time you're going to have 7 tiles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now don't worry, all of this lot probably won't be here yet because you haven't built those. They will be in the next video, so this would just be sort of overlapping and going into nowhere at the moment. So once you've done those 7 tiles, you need to come all the way back here, move to your left again, and you're going to place 5 tiles this one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and that is going to finish the top of your block, your lobber shield. So all you need to do now is come down to the bottom again, and you are literally, you don't need to worry about these 2 corner pieces because the husks aren't going to be standing at this point, so you don't need to fill in any pieces. It is just to make sure that nothing is going to stand here and lob up over the top. So you can leave these 2 blank. You can also leave the tile blank as well over the very top of this unset amplifier. But apart from that, you're going to fill the rest of the tiles, all of those tiles, you are going to fill with your ceiling drop traps. And that, as I said, will take out 90% of the husks that are going to come in and spawn for these amplifiers. So that is it. That is pretty much all of the builds for your amplifier for the east from the south spawn. So I hope you do find this video useful. If you do, don't forget you can always check out the playlist down below, which will cover all of the other videos in this series. There is also links for my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord, and anything else that may be of use for you. If you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to hit the like, smash a subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and if you would like to use code RiverFox in the item store, it will help me a great deal. But until the next one, I hope you do have a lovely day and stay safe, my friends.